Welcome to Myers Metal Detectors, located in sunny Tampa, Florida, where we sell nothing but fun and adventures, treasure hunting gear, and anything you can imagine for metal detecting. Give us a call, 813-237-1939. Happy hunting and dig deeper.
Live from sunny Florida, it's Treasure Talk.
Welcome, folks.
Welcome indeed.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Treasure Talk.
It is. It's going to be a good one tonight.
Yes, it is, Jeff, and it's a little chilly here, and I know you're chillier there, aren't you?
Oh, man, I tell you what, today it was the high in Thomasville today was like 48, and it was raining. You missed that misty, sloppy stuff, you know?
Ooh. That's real cold. Well, we had a little rain on the way here to the shop this evening, so I got a feeling the cold weather is coming again.
Well, it's going to be here this week, I think, and so we bundled up when we went to the gym this morning, and then just been in the house ever since. So that's where I'm going to stay.
Absolutely,
I don't like cold. I don't like cold.
I don't like the cold either. It's cold. It was 62 in the shop here, and I had to turn the heater on for Jocelyn, and we put the little heater by her computer, so she's set for questions. So you folks, when you see our guest, he is awesome for sure, and he's always excited about metal detecting. It's kind of contagious. So I'm glad we got him back on here. But I guess, oh, did you want to do the announcements on Deus before we get started, Jeff?
Yes, I've been talking with XP Deus, and I think everybody enjoyed that show. And just so you know, April 14th, Philippe will be back, and at that time, in the shop should have the new HF coil for the Deus 2.
Yes.
The 9x10x9 or whatever it is. I think it's 9x8. But it's a great coil, and he should have it in the shop. So if you would like, now Deus asked me to do this, and I'm doing it. If you would like to get on a special Deus mailing list in conjunction with us, Treasure Talk, what you need to do, let me pop it up here, is most of you do know it, but just in case you don't, if this is your first time tuning in, if you will just send an email and say, I want in to treasuretalkshow@gmail.com. I will get that to XP Deus, and they will be sending out, special offers, information, all kinds of stuff from XP Deus. And you can also go to their website, xpdeus.com, or I think it's xpdetectors.com. You can sign up for a newsletter, but if you want it to be included in the Treasure Talk one, just send your email, and that's all you got to put in it. I want in, and I'll make sure I'll compile them. I'll get them to Deus. We'll get you on a list, and you'll start getting information from XP Deus, which is really good. So you see the email up there. I'm going to leave it up there for a little while, and we'll see what goes on with that. Now, on with you got some specials to talk about, and then we got to do the housekeeping and get going.
Yes. Let me just remind folks, hey, Minelab raised their price on the Manticore, and of course, they insisted I change my price on the website, so that is up there. We do still have a few specials left here in the shop that aren't on the website, so you call me and we can take care of that. But also, if you want a new coil for your Manticore or for the other detectors, get that rather quick, because that was also on the list of the price increases. And I haven't made those yet, so I'm sure they're going to email me or call me and say, hey, you better change those prices on your website. So if you want one, grab it quick. Last night I sold two M9 coils, and I think they went up to, if I'm not mistaken, $300. So, and right now I think they're on the site for $272. So grab those quick if you want that particular coil for your Manticore. And with that, Jeff, I guess
time for the housekeeping.
Of course, as always, today's show is brought to you by your friends at Myers Metal Detectors, where we sell fun and adventure. And the views, thoughts, and opinions expressed here by the Treasure Talk guest and member belong to the guest and member, not necessarily to Phil Myers, Jocelyn Myers, Myers Metal Detectors, or Jeff Monin. Woo! And of course, the purpose of Treasure Talk is to promote the hobby of metal detecting and treasure hunting in all forms and educate our members in a fun, informative manner.
And we're going to do it.
We do it every week, don't we, Jeff?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And we're going to have a little giveaway tonight from our guests. So we'll do that later on in the show. And you know how we do that. So I think we need to get him on here, don't you?
Yes, we do. I see him in the background. He's dancing.
Yeah, he is. He's well, let's hope he's dancing and not having
He's dancing. He
has
has
a nerve. So
No.
let's bring him on. You've met him before, Dwight Cullen, and he is from Minelab. And we're going to talk about the Minelab product tonight and everything that's been going on with the new Age Goonies. So let's bring on Dwight. Hey, Dwight.
All righty, all right. What's going on? How you guys doing?
Good. You better give us your war cry.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's that time again. It's that rise and grind. It's metal detector time. That felt good. That felt good.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, Dwight, we're so glad you're on here with us tonight, because there's no one I know that's more excited about metal detecting than Dwight. He's just always positive, wants to go detect, and he loves it. So you're now a Minelab detector. What is it? The Techspert.
The Techspert, yes, sir. Man, big shout out to Minelab, and thank you for that opportunity to join the team and family. It's always been, it's been in the works, so it's finally happening, and super excited to be with Minelab, where it all started. Everybody knows me with original New Age Goonies in 2007, so they know that was home base, and I'm excited. I'm really excited.
So I can post questions.
Awesome. So I think Jocelyn might be having some difficulties over there. You seeing everything all right?
So far,
I see everything.
Yeah, I think I might have to fix her computer there first. So I'll be right back. So Jeff, I'm gonna let you go for a minute.
All righty. So Dwight, what have you been up to? You've been doing a bunch of hunting down there?
Yes, sir. We actually been going back to different old areas that I've hunted previously. Something that I've been enjoying doing is since I got my new machine, of course, everybody sees we got the Xterra Elite Expedition Pack from Minelab. I actually took this machine back on every journey that I have been on for the last 5 years and re-hit all my honey holes. And I've produced a lot of goodies, man. I know that my videos haven't been too many videos, but I've been doing a lot more reels with what I found. And yeah, there's some, with this machine, it goes a lot, just the key features of it help me out with things that I like. So it's very light, compact, just all those things that help me out in these areas. So I kind of enjoy bringing it out there and going back to the old spots. Nothing's ever hunted out. You could go a million times and you still are gonna, this is just proof in the pudding. Everything is still, like, there's so many relics out there. You just got to put
and the thing of it is, if you go back with a different detector,
yes,
you just work it differently.
Yes, sir.
And that's where you find stuff. So how did I miss that? Well, it's a matter of inches, really.
I tell a lot
of people,
you took
a little different path.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's any detector out there. It's like when anybody gets a new toy, you want to go ahead, go slow, swing a little bit this way. But when you have a machine that you're used to, you're already just steaming across the field. So with this machine, I was able to slow down my pace a little bit, go into these areas that I did a lot of research in, and realized that, hey, I didn't go as far and as deep as I needed to find these relics. So I did a little bit more homework, found some hot spots in the areas that I did hunt before, and I was able to, find some more stuff. So it's been really good. I go out more on the weekends now, work during the weekdays. So it's been fun.
It's
Well,
good. We got a question from the ID EST. Uh, he's from Bermuda, I believe. Where is Dwight from, and where does he hunt?
Well, I'm from Orlando, Florida, originally from New York City, you know, but Orlando, Florida is where I hunt. I'm a Florida hunter. I believe that we have as much history as the North does. We just have a lot of foundation that we have to go uncover just to get to it. And you guys know that. I mean, you guys over there in the Tampa area, sir, I've seen you unearth some beautiful relics. I mean, some Phil, like some that I know that some people are like, dude, what, you couldn't have found that in Florida. Florida has some rich history. You just need to really you got to get into the books. When I first got into metal detecting, it was just, of course, a free for all for me. Like, you know, go out there, just find some hot spots and go. As I got older, I realized that a lot of the older gentlemen taught me something along the way, and that was to sit down, do some more research, find some spots, because your time is valuable. You know, you want to make sure you're just not going out to a spot that you're just going to be digging. And, you know, sometimes if you do a little bit more research, you'll find a hot spot, man. You'll find a hot spot anywhere. You could live in a place that there's no history. A little bit of research, a little bit of time will get you to the goodies. That's a fact.
Because people been there the whole time. You see
And
that
shout out
question
to
there, Philip?
Bermuda.
I
Shout out
see
to
that,
Bermuda.
but I had to say my buddy Tom Becker said, "Hi Dwight, how you been since I saw you at Dig Stock 5?" So he saw
I've been
you.
good. I've been good, man. Tell him I said hello. And for everybody that I haven't seen, just know in the funny fashion, I say, we're back.
There you go. Well, this one is from JP Hobbyist. Hey, how do you get Goonies stickers?
Contact me. I know that before it was we have a lot going on. I know that I have some cool swag, and I say that, you know, respectfully. I don't mean to just be cocky on that. I do have some cool swag, and I would love to get it to the people out there. Just contact me. Just make sure if I don't contact you right back, please don't get upset. I'm a very busy man, but at the same time, I want to be in touch with you. So if you really want a sticker, go ahead, reach out to me. I'm not going to go ahead and mail thousands of them, but for the first couple of people, just go ahead, reach out, and then I'll send you a couple, and then you could check out the swag that we have. We got a lot of great things that are coming along with New Age Goonies. I brought a K-Town series that I'm going to be doing, which are some of the relics that I have dug from Kissimmee. So I'm going to have those available. There's going to be a lot of cool things. I'm hopefully going to have it displayed somewhere.
Well, you got a nice display on your table with the Treasure Talk, a famous Treasure Talk towel on it.
Yes, sir.
That's
This is my
cool.
baby right here. I love the color. I love everything about it, and I love to put my treasure on there.
There you go. That's perfect.
Yes,
And
sir.
I guess Nick Lopez wants to know, how do I reach out? I guess they can catch you on Facebook, right? Join your
Yeah,
Facebook
or
group?
you know, I put out my personal number. I mean, I've had a couple of crazy phone calls, but reach out. You know what? That's what it's all about. Again, I'm available on the weekends. If we're gonna do something, it has to be on the weekend. There's no weekday that I will be available. But for sure, if you want to get to me, Mr. Nick, that's Mr. Lopez, right? You said Mr. Nicky
Yes.
Lopez?
Yep.
He says
All
I'm
right,
from
that's our new
Kissimmee
guy in
too.
Kissimmee. Let Mr. Lopez know. Mr. Lopez, I'm talking to you, sir. I will be in touch with you, sir. I would love to go out detecting with you, get onto a couple of permissions with you. You are a K-Town gentleman, and I feel it's only right that we get together because K-Town is my home.
All righty. So let's talk about your latest. I know you've used a lot of different detectors, a lot of different Minelab detectors. So let's talk about the one you're using now.
All right. So the detector that I'm using at the moment right now is the Xterra Elite. To me, it's considered my baby Safari. If anybody is familiar with Minelab products, they will remember the Safari series that came out. You had the E-Track, you had the Safari, great machines, way ahead of their time when they were released. But now we have the future of these detectors, which is similar. You got the same colors. I actually have my machine with me because if I like to explain, I have to have her in my hands. So check this out, man. Collapsible. Same, all these great features that I love, but this one could never have been done with my Safari. So this right here, fully submersible. This bad boy, super deep. They have a couple of modes in here that, like I said earlier when we were discussing about detectors, I like to keep my detecting very simple. Turn on and go. Pretty much all my machines with all companies that I've been with, that was something I promoted heavily. Heavily, heavily is because that's something that I work with. I don't like to go ahead and tune in and try to figure things out with my detectors. And respect to all the gentlemen that do that. That is a different skill of its own. And I respect those gentlemen. And those are a lot of the guys that I listen to and all of the guys that I look up to. But for the type of detecting that I brought to my field, to my people, and what I want to bring for the future of detecting is very simple, man. Simplicity. I turn on this machine, I hit one function. I literally turn it on, I ground balance it, and that is it. I keep it on park mode 1. Sometimes I'll go to park mode 2 if I want to go deeper, and I'm going for those tones. But these features with it, it's fully submersible. My multi IQ, my favorite coil, as you can see, this is still brand new pretty much. I used it at the beach one day, but I'm a sucker for my V8 coil, my sharpshooter coil, wireless Bluetooth headphones, studio quality. That's what I like to say, because I'm one of those tech guys that love headphones. So kind of studio quality with that, and the ergonomics of the handle. It's just a great machine, man. And then you know, you got all those great features that a lot of these detectors have nowadays, with the backlight feature. Again, fully submersible, very, very lightweight. I mean, I go out there and I can swing this detector for quite a while. And if you're looking for it, this is what I tell people. You know, we have a lot of new beginners that are coming into this hobby, which I love, and I love it. I'm super excited. And Phil, I hope this helps you a lot, because I see a lot of people going out there, and respectfully, I understand that Amazon is a seller of detectors, but please speak with your guys that have shops. I know that Phil will be the guy to go ahead and put you in the right machine, and that for the prices that I see a lot of these guys going out there and buying these machines because they just want to jump into it, we have dealers out here. Phil is very hands-on with you. You got quite a few. And also, I mean, I'm going to give a shout out to my Digging It detectors as well. We're all friends in this community, whichever coast you're on. But those are the people you would like to talk to, especially here in Florida, because not only do you know the detectors, but you're going to help us get what we need and help us get the technology. Because now people are getting into it, but they're just jumping into, oh, I want that detector, and they're buying an old one. And I'm like, no, you guys should wait. Look. Go talk to the people. So that's something I recommend, because technology and affordability is all one hand now. This is it right here. You get technology, and it's just all affordable in one shot. So for anybody who's looking to get into it, holla at my man Phil. Yes, sir.
Okay, Phil, we got a question from Sam Truckley. What's your favorite find and your most unusual find? I think she beat the Mumbles man to that tonight.
Oh, she did.
She said my favorite find, and so, well, it would be, again, I have so many, and what I have in front of me is all my Florida finds. So you see all these cool relics. This is the first key fob from Kissimmee, Florida, and the first hotel ever built. I would say this is my favorite find. But then I have a Jacksonville memorabilia piece from when they had what was it that they had? The Centennial Session in Kissimmee, Florida. I have that one. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and ballpark to is I love Florida finds.
They are cool, Dwight.
They are.
Yeah, stuff that's got Florida on it somewhere, a Florida token, anything cool like that is really awesome. It looks like
this is Tampa International. This is a Tampa International. Yep. Tampa. It says Tampa Union Terminal.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome. And
sir.
Tom Becker has comment here: never buy from Amazon or a non-dealer. No
Yeah,
knowledge and
it's
support from Amazon. Phil has everything you need. Absolutely. That's a nice comment. Thank you, Tom.
It is. It's very important. I mean, especially in this hobby, the best way to get into it is talking to the guys that are dealers. Phil, you've been in this hobby for so long and have helped so many people that why not speak to the guru, especially like literally the gurus of
There
detecting
you go.
when you're buying your detector.
Yes, for sure. And I don't know. I guess I blacked out for a second on my video, Jeff. That was kind of weird. I was going there, but everything was
What
going.
are you on a new medication, or did you get
No,
digging
no.
into some of
I had lost everything. I
Stuff keeps popping up
I-
right now.
I lost everything for a second. All the video was gone. It was kind of weird. But anyway, we're
Oh,
back. So
internet probably?
yes, internet for sure. But I had darn it, I lost one of my comments that I wanted to ask. But Dwight, so you're using the smaller coil on that for most of your relic hunting, then, right? The 5x8.
Yes. I'm using the V8 at the moment, the V8X for my detector. It's pretty much the only coil that I use, even in big fields. I genuinely use a smaller coil because I like to keep my my lines tight when I'm walking.
Yes.
So with a smaller coil, I feel like I have great control over it, and you know, I'm still getting the same kind of, I would say, I'm getting the same kind of feel. Like, you know, somebody swinging, I feel like I'm getting the same exact setting. So
Yeah.
it's something that I enjoy. Smaller coils all the way. Actually, one of my guys, Gary, Mr. Penta, he's the one that he sees something that I learned from him that he would have never thought I'll pick up later on. Was he would always use a small coil, and I would always ask him, "Dang, you always find some good, deep stuff." And he would always say, "I swing tight, I swing slow, and I swing low." And now I just keep my baby coil on there, and I keep it tight, swing slow, and swing low.
Yeah, I learned the same thing probably 35 years ago, and different type of detector, Fisher 1266. I had a White's, but a friend of mine had a 1266, and he had a 3.5-inch coil. And I was swinging, the 9.5 coil. And I asked him, why are you finding so much with that tiny coil? And he explained it to me. And then the next day I went out and got a White's coil that was even smaller than what I had. So, and I mean, it was like
just
a 4-inch.
into those targets, like even in trashy spots. I mean, of course, where I'm digging at too, and I encourage people, keep going. If you, again, history will not unearth itself. You have to dig the trash to get to the goodies. I'm in this field for 17 years, and I had a good 15-year run of digging almost every day. Like almost every day. I can tell you some of the spots that I thought were trashy are the spots that I'm unearthing some of the relics that I can potentially say are one of ones. Like, you're not going to show me another one of these. You go ahead and show me that, and there we go. But those are the type of relics that, like, personal relics that are directed to people. Like this one. This one is from 1912, and this one is C.L. Sylvester. This is his luggage tag, and it has all his information. It says Kissimmee, Florida, May 2nd of 1912. So a lot of these things are now being unearthed because of that. The trash is gone. The treasures are ready.
Well, your coils are smaller and the processors are so much faster. So if you have multiple targets under the coil, you're going to hear them both and or hear all of the targets. So it is nicer. The detectors we have today are just incredible. And I do want to thank my buddy Tom Becker. He said, I bought 5 detectors and lots of accessories from Phil since February of 19. My best find is Myers and Phil. That's awesome. Thank you, Tom.
That's the thing. That's the finds of the finds, man, is the relationships you build. I learned that at an when I got in here, I was young, man. I just wanted to go out and dig.
You're still young.
Now it's like, and this doesn't have to do with the show, but it has to do with our community. I didn't know if I was going to say this, but I would like to send my condolences out to all our community out there for the gentleman that passed away today or yesterday. He was a good friend of a lot of the guys that I've met throughout my travels. And I see a lot of them are going through pain right now, missing their friend. I just want to give them a huge shout out to you guys and say, I love you guys. My condolences to you guys. And I know that we haven't spoke, but if you guys need anything, we are here for you. Again, family, we're praying for their family, and my condolences to you guys out there. Okay.
Absolutely. I saw that on Facebook today too.
Yes, sir.
All righty. Well, it is a big community, and we learn from each other. And that's the secret of this hobby. To get successful, you learn from somebody else. And you were talking about not changing your detector that much, other than hunting and the basic programs. And I'm with you on that. I feel like these engineers at these manufacturers know what they're doing when they put the programs in there. And I mean, other than change maybe the type of tones you like or the sensitivity, those things, I change those, but I rarely get in there and change my program around that much. I'm with you on that, Dwight.
Yeah. It's something like you said, being able to see the behind the scenes and learn that has been a great benefit or a great advantage for me, is just knowing that a lot of these engineers, that's their job. That is literally their job, to make this detector a turn on and go. Now, the job of the person that wants to go in there and finagle it that's because you just are smart. You just want to go in there and see what you could figure out. But a lot of these detectors, they're just ready to go. And don't get discouraged, again, these relics, man. I got some beautiful relics from a town that people told me I wouldn't find too much there. I have largies like this one right here. And I'm gonna give a shout out to my little K-Town relic series. These are called the K-Town Goodie series. So what you get is a piece of K-Town history. And what that means is it'll be numbered, of course, signed by me, dated by me. So these are pretty exclusive because they're still the 2024, right before the new year came in. And this is a largie I dug in Kissimmee, Florida with Michael J. Boyles.
Oh, I know Michael Boyles.
Yeah,
he's cool.
And it's crazy. He's my witness to this. I told him right when I got my tone, I said, brother, this is a largie. He looked at me and said, in Kissimmee? And literally I dug it and I said, in Kissimmee.
Yes. And they're so rare to find in that area or to find here in Tampa. I've dug 3 large cents here in Tampa, and all in the same area, and all 1819. What year was
it? My oldest is 1817 from Kissimmee.
Oh, okay.
Check this out.
So there was some activity there for you to find a coin of that age.
All right. I was with Billy, Gary, Thomas. We're all at a field, and they told me, they're like, guys, let's leave. I took them to a spot where Billy said, let's go to this field. We're there 10 minutes. Billy's like, let's go. I said, Billy, no, we can't leave. 5 minutes after he says that, I dig this, the seated dime.
Ah, nice.
It was a 1875 1875 seated dime. I was like, there's too much history in Kissimmee.
Yeah, and Billy's on here, and he said, hello, friends. So hello, Billy. And then Silver Streak says, don't forget to hit the like button.
That's right. Hit those likes. Make sure to give Phil a follow. Make sure to check out Treasure Talk as well. This platform has been going on for years to bring you guys all the news in Treasure Talk and all the deals in treasure detectors. So we got to give it up to you, Phil. That's a blessing for us. So thank you, sir.
And I have to give it up to Jocelyn because it was her idea to do this. So
women always have the greatest ideas.
They have great ideas. And then she let me take it over, and then I got my buddy Jeff here, and he has been perfect. But Jocelyn does love you, and I hope you come back to the Tampa Metal Detecting Club sometime soon. We're going to have to get you as a speaker. I'm not on the board, so I'll have to just ask the board members to see when they get you, because you always put on an excellent program because you have the excitement for this hobby. And let's face it, pulling something out of the ground that's 100, 200 years old, even 50 years old, it's kind of cool, isn't it?
You're talking about it, my heart is pounding. I'm not kidding you. I'm like, he understands.
It's, and the gear that we have today compared to what, even when you got started, how long you been doing it?
Since 2007, sir.
So even since 2007, the processors are so much faster, so you're able to pull out stuff. And you go back with your new detector to a lot of the old fields that you've hunted before?
Yes, sir. That's all I do, Phil. This is actually my hunting style for the last year, for my last ending of the year and the beginning of this year, has only been fields that I've hunted. I am not taking it to any brand new field at the moment. There's no new permission that I've had it at. I am literally taking it through the ringer. I am seeing what I missed, what kind of, just the processors, like you said. This machine is so fast that when I'm even going over iron, I don't get an iron tone. You can have the silver coin, the iron, or whatever target's there. My new trick, and I'm going to give this to you guys. This is a good one. You take a silver coin and you tie it to, where your shoelace comes across in the beginning of your digging shoe. You just put a silver coin there, and anytime I get a target, to just check if it's iron patch, I just put my foot on top of it, swing, it makes a good tone, I'm going back in the hole.
There you go. Awesome.
Because I already know that if it's eating through the iron and still giving me my tone, that sucker's still in there.
Absolutely. Well, Jim Bicorn says, let Dwight know I retired my white Steeler jacket I had at Dig Stock. He told me that it belonged in a Riker box.
That jacket right there was, when I saw it, I went nuts. I was like, sir, I'm a vintage collector. I love everything about this hobby. And I think that's what I think my vision and my goal was for that, was because I appreciate that. Like the gentleman, when he came by, I could remember him walking by and my jaw dropping and looking at him like, sir, where did you get that? That is one of the original jackets I saw in the book when I was reading, through Treasure, the magazines, Treasure Talk, those magazines. But it just is so cool to see these old guys come out. And I just want them to know we are going to represent this hobby well. You have nothing to worry about. All the stuff about people worrying about if this hobby is going somewhere, it's not going anywhere. It's just getting a little new touch. It's getting a new vibe. And what's cool about it is that a lot of the people are starting to understand that the newcomers are coming. They're here. There's so many new people. I go to Kissimmee and I'm like, sometimes I'm like, what happened? But they're doing a great job. I want everybody to know, just fill your holes, make sure you pick up your trash, and we're safe. We're good. So those things are just important for all the newcomers. If you need help learning how to dig a plug, I would love to help you. That's one of the things I would love to start teaching people. Learning how to use your detectors. I would love to take people out on the weekends, start like a little program where you guys can come out to different spots that I've hunted before. More personable. I would like it to be different people, but like, 2 at a time from different areas. I would also like to be, more of the ambassador that it is, just to promote the hobby and to give it the good look that it definitely deserves. It's too much time put into it to let it just fall away. So I love this hobby, and that's why I'm back. I love it too much to say goodbye.
We love you too, Dwight, but just don't call us old.
No. You guys, listen, y'all are my brothers.
Well, here's the thing. When he's talking about at Dig Stock, Jim Bacorn probably didn't answer him because nobody's called him sir. Usually he answers to other various names, but nobody calls him sir.
Well, I'd call him sir, but this question is from Tim Anderson. He says, what detector are we talking about? All I know is Minelab. Well, Dwight's got the Xterra X. You got the Expedition pack with the 2 coils.
Yes,
So-
sir. I have the Xterra Expedition Pack Elite. This one right here came with the original stock coil, which is the V12.
Yeah.
This coil right here. Then it also comes again with these headphones. Let me give you a look on these bad boys right here. So you get the wireless Bluetooth headphones, and then that's with the Elite package, and you also get the small V8 sharpshooter coil, which is my baby right there.
Yeah. That's the one I set up on the shop display. I was just showing that, Dwight, here in the shop. I've got it set up just like you've got it there.
Yes, sir.
Well, because I'm like you. I love the small coil, especially for relic hunting. I'll put the bigger one on for the beach. But
Exactly.
Minelab 2 has comes with a free pinpointer, so you can't beat that deal now for sure.
And another thing is too, man, what I like is I gotta say this. One thing that I did like is I love rechargeable things, but I love my pinpointer to have a 9-volt just in case.
That's good.
I'm a sucker for 9 volts. I love it. I love that it still has it. I'm like, yes.
Yeah. And it looks like we got a question from 513 Digs. Is there a difference between the Pro versus the Elite Minelab? Now, there's a Xterra Pro, and then there's Xterra Elite, and then what Dwight has is the Xterra Elite Expedition Pack. And it's got the Expedition Pack. The difference in the Xterra Pro and the Elite and the Expedition is the Elite and the Expedition are multi-frequency detectors, whereas the Xterra Pro is a single frequency detector.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
So we got that right. And Johnny Hyatt, and he's a good customer of mine. How do you like the V8X coil? He's asking you.
Phenomenal coil. Again, that's my go-to. The only coil that I recommend for somebody who's going to be into relic hunting, especially if you know that you're going to be into like parks, different relic areas, and also just local areas, you know, just your regular areas. Those are great coils because if you're going to be there, you don't have time to really go ahead and hone in on those good relics. So as long as you could get to some trashy spots, but also find something that signifies, okay, there might be some relics here, I always recommend the V8 for that.
Yeah, it is a nice size because I always have the small size coils.
I always say, let me see. I wanted to make sure if it's right. Yeah, it's almost literally the size of my hand. Like, I love that. I love that.
Absolutely.
It's incredible.
Jeff, how you doing over there? I see you looking
I'm
at
good.
You everything good? Okay, awesome.
Yep.
All righty. So Dwight, what is the oldest coin that you found over there in Kissimmee, Orlando area?
So you see how this is how beautiful things work, Mr. Phil. You just asked me that. I put this bad boy in my hand. So I did find a shield nickel. I did find which I need somebody to come check this coin out, because when I first got my detector, this is the coin I found, and it looks like it could potentially be something more than US. And I think this is Mr. Phil, I was gonna say, I think this is my oldest coin I've ever dug. And it has the cuts of like I don't know. I can't explain it. I need a professional to look at this. But this might be my oldest coin. But before that, I would say it's 18. Let's see. I think it's gonna be 1817. Yeah, my shield nickels. Unless we're talking about Spanish treasure now, like real, like, you know, but from Kissimmee, 1817 until we get this one identified, because I don't know. I'm seeing some weird numbers in that middle. Phil, he left.
He must have hit a button.
He got excited.
He got
You heard
something.
Jeff. He's on his way to
got
check
something.
my coin.
Yeah, that could be. Have you ever found a gold coin?
No, no gold coins. I found one of those fake California .5s, you know, those little square octagon looking ones.
Yeah.
I found one of those, but then I found out it was fake.
There's, that really gets you, there's a lot of pretty good fakes out there. And some people get a perverse pleasure, I think, from seeding places with that kind of stuff. Like, all right, let's say any beach that you hunt under a bridge. If before you get to the bridge, you can see people up there throwing pennies.
Yep. Always. Always.
All the time throwing pennies and various other things. So, people are going to be what people are going to be.
Yes,
Anyways,
right.
let's.
That's right.
So you
wanna
are
see a
going to
cool
talk.
find? This one right here was found just because I want to show about people with local history. I was in an Orlando park, and I took out two gentlemen from the Central Florida Metal Detecting Club, and I told them a little bit of history about this park. And the gentleman told me that they used to do hunts at this park prior, back when the club was around in the 80s and the 70s, of course, 80s. And I told the gentleman, I'm like, look, I got a good feeling that they camped in this one spot. And this was dug with the safari. Check this cannonball out, this grape shot.
Cool.
Clipped
That's
right
cool.
here.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I rolled it to them, and the gentleman, he was like, no way. I was like, I told you they camped here.
Yeah, they do. I think what happened with Phil is they must have lost power or lost the internet.
Okay.
That's why he had that glitch a little while ago.
Yes, sir.
He lost everything. I think he's having trouble with his internet. I'm not sure, but it's happened a couple times before. Well, he'll be back. They just got back in.
All right.
So anyway, let's tell them we're going to have a giveaway tonight, and it's going to be a Super Nag swag pack. You want to tell them a little bit about it?
All righty. So, folks, we got to do it, and we got to do it right. He's
back.
back.
He's back.
Yeah, but that's Phil's back too.
I love that. I love hashtag he's back. Let's get it.
That's what you put in to get the swag pack tonight. That's what you put in.
He's back. And I love that because that's my motto for 2025. I'm back. And I'm super excited about everything, about the community. I want to be involved, like you said, Phil. I want to go to your meetings. I also want to go to the Central Florida Metal Detecting meetings. I want to be involved with all the clubs, and as much help as I can help out with, I want to bring it to the table. So what I want to do is I want to give away something that's meaningful to me, but also meaningful to everybody out there who loves history. These right here this is my babies. These things right here, these finds that I find from Kissimmee that have it on there, they mean a lot to me. And why I started doing the K-Town series was because I wanted to show what treasure hunting has done for me, has given me a blessing to be able to do a lot of things that I've always dreamt about doing. And being able to hold these relics, yes, I found them, but there's people who want to display them. There's people out there who are like, I will literally put this up and talk about this. And it's an honor to have something that somebody would do that with. So for this giveaway, I would like to give away a t-shirt. That's a New Age Goonies t-shirt. I would like to give away a keychain. I would like to give away a sticker, but I'm going to give away an exclusive non-numbered. And why I'm going to say non-numbered is because this one, it's going to be literally a gift from me to you of what I found, and I don't know what I'm going to gift you. I'm going to go through it, look at it, and say, you know what? This one's going to this person, and this one's going to this person. Don't know what it's going to be. It's got to be at that moment when I pick it out. But these really are genuinely something that I cherish. Like when I go into my garage every day and I look at my museum, these are the pieces I look at. and to know that they're going to be going to somebody's home who is entering this giveaway because they know that they want this. I'm very honored for you guys who are entering and gals who are entering. So what I'm going to be giving away, like I said, will be a new Age Goonies shirt, whatever size you are. You'll also get a keychain. You'll get a sticker, but I'm going to give you a K-Town relic. And I'm going to do it non-numbered, but it will be signed. And I think that that's just going to be my introduction to just let's get it going. Let's get involved. You have any questions about metal detecting? You need help with anything? Of course, I'm with Minelab now, but for all my family out there that became my family, it doesn't matter who I rock with. We rock together. That's it. Simple as that. So moving forward, I'm just excited to be part of the Minelab and the Techspert family. They're a great team, very knowledgeable people. So if I can't get to you, you get to our team, because I can guarantee you one thing. Those people put their heart and soul into what they do as well, and that's why they're the Techsperts. I understand that this team was chosen and picked because these people love what they do, and they have the same kind of the infectious love for it, that rise and grind feeling. It's not just me. That rise and grind is in everybody. So everybody who's out there, we're all here to help you out. So thank you so much for tuning on in, and I thank you for the continued support. I love you all, for real.
Well, let's give something away.
Well, yeah, let's do it.
So before that, Phil, what happened with your internet go out?
Yes, it did on both computers. So it must have been something with the Bright House or Verizon, whoever it is now. But I did want to comment. I see here, and this is a good comment from Tom Becker. Dwight, I really like Minelab and have the Manicore. Get Minelab to make a pinpointer that pairs to the headphones like some of the competitors have. Somebody needs to get them, twist their arm and do that, because Minelab doesn't have that. That's one thing they don't have, is a wireless that pairs to the detector. And I know
I'm going to say one thing, and this is just me saying this. They're working.
Oh.
Okay. They're working.
Yeah, because
just stay tuned. That's all I know. I don't know. Like, I was in tune before with this company. I'm in tune, but just, respectfully in tune. And all I say is this: the engineers are working at the table. Those guys, they work, and I love what they think of. So stay tuned for that. And of course, technology's here. Technology is knocking on everybody's door. So if you know Minelab's technology and you already know what their slogan is, performance is everything. Everything that's going to come to the table is going to be A1 since day one. And that's what I love about Minelab. And that's probably why I just feel that I had to come back. It was like getting drafted to the it's like, let's go.
Let's get it on. Let's give it away. On. Here we go.
All righty. Jeff's got it going. This is my favorite part of the show.
That is awesome.
It is neat, isn't it?
JBP Hobbyist.
Hey, that's my mama.
There you go. JBP.
There you go, JBP. She knows the drill. Name, address, phone number, and shirt size to treasuretalkshow@gmail.com, and we will get your prize out to you.
Awesome.
Congratulations, JBP.
Oh, I'm excited. I got you. Man, that's awesome. You see, families everywhere.
And I don't know, you guys might have covered this while I was lost in the internet world, but Johnny Hyatt had asked a question. Dwight, have you tested the small coil compared to the large one for the depth of the detector?
That was one of the first things I did. So I'm not an air test guy, just so everybody knows. I like to dig. So I don't do no air test. So no air test was done with what I'm going to answer with my answer. I did do a depth test with my bigger coil and my smaller coil. I got to tell you this. If it was a hair, probably a hair. And why I say a hair, because, Minelab solid tone, that solid tone, just a tad bit on the depth. But it was still it was still noticeable. It was still a solid tone, and it was still diggable. I would have never left that tone alone. So the depth compared to both coils, I'm going to say they're pretty evenly matched. And that's something that they did work on. I mean, before they brought out the coil, I know that was talked about and made sure that you weren't going to lose depth with the small coil. There's a lot more hunters that use smaller coils nowadays than previous years. So they definitely honed that into making it the depth of the big one. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I guess this is a comment from Johnny Hyde. He said, suggest a Minelab carbon fiber coils. I guess that's to lighten the coils up some. But yeah, I guess it would, but who knows?
That's, you know what? That is actually a phenomenal idea. And hopefully we get to that time. You know, I'm waiting for that. The future's here. And there's so many materials. There's plastic materials that are even better than carbon fiber now that I've seen. In my field, I actually work in the security field, and I work for some pretty big company, and they do a lot of different things, and they work with a lot of big companies. There's stuff that's carbon fiber is a great product, but there's some new stuff out there that's light as a feather and as tough as a nail, like a rock. Like there's a lot of different changes. Oh, Phil left us. Oh, Phil's back.
I'm back.
He's back.
I'm back. So yeah, this comment is from JP Hobbyist. Yeah, she just won. Thank you, Dwight, Treasure Talk, and everyone else. So
oh man,
yeah,
I appreciate her. That's a good friend, and I actually have a sticker, and that's the blessing right there, because she actually messaged me while we were on the show. So that's the blessing. That's the part right there. It's amazing to have that.
Awesome.
Yes,
So-
sir, man.
So Dwight, what other Minelab detectors have you been using? Are you just primarily with the Xterra Elite?
So my goal with Minelab was to go ahead and take on a detector. We have a lot of great guys out there and women that are a part of our team, like I said, that use the Equinox, the Excalibur, the Excalibur, all different ones. But me, I told myself that I was going to stick with this one for the time being, because I wanted to, I had a great time with it. It reminds me of times that I had with my Safari. And I'm one of those people that remember good memories. My first Largie came with my Safari, Platinum. I've dug some amazing relics with my Safari. So then when I got this one, it just brought back all those great memories, but a futuristic Safari.
Yes.
So this one.
Well, the head on it kind of looks like the Safari as well.
Sir, when I saw Miss Debbie, I said, Mama, this detector right here, I think you made it for me. She started laughing. I was like, seriously, because my Safari was just one of the detectors that I even, I put my name on the side. It was one of those that I thought of as like, I'm going to hook this one up with like stylish. So when I got it, it brought back those good memories. And that's why I keep this on here. I keep my first original Minelab pin that I got from Debbie. These are all the memories that are on this one that were on the Safari. So this is a Minelab pin that I got from Debbie in the beginning. And one of the first scarves that she ever gave me, the face shield, always sits on my back like that. So it's more sentimental. And that's why those goodies are coming up, because they know I'm out there just feeling it.
Well, it is a good detector, and it's right there in the very, very affordable detector compared to some. Some are 2 and 3 times that price, but you get a lot of value for that detector compared to what detectors were years ago. Just a waterproof function alone is just incredible, because you know how it is here in Florida. You could be dry 1 second and next second the rain comes down like a hurricane, so you don't have to worry about your detector for sure. And I see Billy Keene says, I still have that Safari.
Yeah. Oh, so you know what? Billy is the owner of the Safari. When I got rid of it, I actually sold it to Billy. I was just talking about getting it back. Hey, Billy, make sure you contact me. I have some good stuff I would love to give you for my Safari, sir.
And it looks like
bad boy
Sam,
needs to be displayed in my museum. I need it back, sir.
yeah, Sam Truckley is asking, what's the price range of your go-to detector, Dwight? It's
Let them know,
$5.99 for
Phil.
that.
Phil, what is the great price on this Xterra that these people can come and get from you directly and leave home today with it? What's that price, sir?
That's $5.99, and they get the free pinpointer too. And they got the wireless headphones and 2 coils. So somebody who's just getting started on it, this detector is an awesome detector for sure. As you can
You're
see,
getting everything. So for everybody who's listening to that one, to the specs on everything, you get all that included for $5.99. So you're getting the pinpointer, you're getting your detector, you're getting both coils and the wireless Bluetooth headphones. Back then, that would have cost you a mortgage.
yes, your Safari, I imagine, was around $8 or $9.
It was a mortgage payment. That's why my
Yes.
wife loves metal detecting now. She's like, just go ahead, just go. It's okay.
Oh goodness! So how many times have you taken it to the beach?
3 to 4 times. 4 times actually. I've taken a lot of people to use it. Like my mother-in-law was metal detecting, my aunt was metal detecting. People that just I wouldn't even think would swing a detector. And I'm talking about my aunt. She walked away. She left for like 2 hours and came back, and I was like, "Is everything okay? Did you break something? What happened?" She's like, "No, I really love this." I was like, "Okay, okay." My mother-in-law loved it, so I took it out 4 times. But we took it out there, and I love it. It's just so light, and so I do have the headphones that go with my detector. So I do have the beach detector headphones, fully submersible as well. And those I recommend if you're a beach hunter and you do have the Xterra Expedition Pack. There's a bunch of great headphones out there, and I give shout outs to everybody. I love everybody's product, but Minelab does offer one, so I always got to go with what they do offer. And they do have one for this machine, and that's the one I use. And man, let me tell you, to go in the water with that machine and then to literally, it's quiet. It's so quiet on the beach because multi-frequency, you know, their multi-IQ is a lot different on their technology. You could literally be quiet as a whistle on the beach until you hit a target. Like, I mean, it's so quiet that, again, if you didn't have that coin on your shoe, you're not going to think anything's there. You're like trying to find a target. Like, please, let me just see if my detector works. Because it's quiet, man. I tell a lot of people that it's not one of those things that's confusing. It's really easy. Turn on and go right to your beach setting, and you rock and roll, man, and you just dig up all those good tones.
Yeah, that beach program is, if I'm not mistaken, is just like the Equinox beach program.
I can't say that, but
it sure seems like because I've used the new Equinox, the 900 and the 700, and it's just like it for sure. And we did have a couple comments there. The one I saw was from Dirty Paul's Detecting. It says, Phil, I love my Manicore. Well, Manicore is an awesome detector too. So, and then Dirt Clod Metal Detecting says, hi, Treasure Talk. I received my prize from a few weeks ago and everything was awesome. Well, that's great. And he says, I'll try the sausage too. We put a Big Mama sausage in with it. Joe Beasy. He's normally on here. I didn't see him tonight. He normally paints or draws does some artwork on the sausage. In there. So it's
that's an interesting gift and awesome.
It is for sure. Well, Dwight, it looks like our hour has screamed by. And maybe it's because I got booted off the internet, but it just went by too fast, didn't it, Jeff?
It did, as it usually does.
It does, for sure.
It feels good. You know, I learned the phrase and I finally understand it. Whistle while you work. Guys, this was one of the best things I've done in a whole year, man. It's an honor to be back. Honor to be on your show, guys. And I'm not going to lie, man, this felt amazing to talk to you guys about this. Man, it felt good.
Whistle while you work. I think that's a Disney thing, isn't it?
That's it, man. If you're whistling while you work, you ain't whistling. You ain't working. You're having a good time.
Yeah, that's something to do with those Orlando folks for sure.
That's right. That's right.
Well, Dwight, I wanted to say thank you for coming on here, and I'm gonna contact you and talk to the Tampa Club and see if we can't get you to come over here again too. And thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jocelyn. Thank you to all of our many members we have on here tonight. And thanks for the giveaway too. I know the people are going to be really impressed by that, I'm sure.
Oh man, I'm excited for them to receive it.
It's been a good night, Dwight. Thanks so much for joining us. We're glad that you're back. We're going to get with you again soon. Enjoy that Mind Lab. Dig them up, son. Just dig them up. And as you
That's
say,
right. I
rise
love
and
you guys,
grind.
man.
It's metal detecting time.
Yes, sir. Booyah.
So
Love you
remember,
guys, man.
folks,
Thank you so much.
if you want to get in on the XP Deus special mailing list, just send an email to treasuretalkshow@gmail.com. Just with the words "I want in," and we'll get you set up with Deus to get special offers as per their request. Other than that, we thank Dwight for joining us tonight. He's always Mr. Positive and has done some great stuff. So we look forward to seeing him again soon. Happy hunting, everybody. Thanks for watching, and dig deeper. And always remember, if Phil doesn't have it in stock, you don't need it.
You don't need it.
Good night, everybody.
All righty,
And
guys.
make your